Man, this boy looks like his daddy so much. This is his twin. This is his splitting image of his father. You know, you can do a lot for your kids, right? You could give them the world. But at some point, those children are going to grow into their own individual person. And they're going to go out there and they're going to do things. And some of the things are going to be mistakes. You just got to hope that your child does not make the kind of mistake that they cannot live to learn from. Did you hear what I just said? You just got to pray that your child does not make the kind of mistake that they do not live to learn from. We all make mistakes, but it's okay once you can learn from it and move on. The one that kills you, that's the one you want to avoid, because there is no moving on and there is no learning from it once death occurs. If you know anything about football, you know about Ray Lewis, man. Welcome back to the channel. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up. Listen, according to the New York Post, I saw this video. I saw the headlines originally, and that's the first thing I thought. I thought he died from some kind of an overdose, but I didn't know the man, so I couldn't say. It's not like there's a bunch of videos out there of him partying wild and doing drugs or whatever, so I was in no position to speak. I thought, let me wait and see what comes out. Well, here it is. New York Post just posted Ray Lewis III, who was the son of NFL legend Ray Lewis. Now, for you to be the third, that means your daddy was the second. That means his daddy was the first. So this is lineage. Damn. Ray Lewis III, the son of NFL legend Ray Lewis, died from an accidental overdose, according to a report. News of the 28-year-old's death was shared Thursday by Lewis III's younger brother, Rashaan, Rashaan. Florida cops found Lewis III naked and unresponsive after getting a call at around 5:30 p.m. in the afternoon on June 14th. This is what the police report says, and it was released by TMZ. Lewis III then received CPR from a friend before the police administered what's called Narcan. They shot him with Narcan. Narcan is a medication that is used to treat a narcotic overdose. Unfortunately, that procedure did not help Lewis III regain his consciousness. He remained unresponsive. I've seen them shoot people with Narcan before. Actually, there's a team that goes around in the streets of Los Angeles, California, and Philadelphia. And these two teams, they go around looking for people. They go to the alleys, to the roadways where a bunch of drug addicts gather, and they look at addiction as something of an illness. So they're like, these people are out here, they're going through it. A lot of them overdose constantly. They need help. And if we're around and we could hit them with this Narcan, we can save their lives. And I've seen it on video where the person actually dies on camera, and they hit them with the Narcan, and within a few minutes, they're back to being alive again. Unfortunately for Ray's son, Lewis III, that Narcan did not help him. Now, the police and the medics, when they come to a scene where someone is unresponsive and naked, they don't just hit you with Narcan. Narcan is for if you've been on some kind of a drug that caused you to go into unconsciousness. So obviously they must have asked the question, what happened? Why is he like this? Tell us the truth, man. Tell us, what did he take something? And whoever was there probably said, yeah, we were on this fentanyl, or we were taking this, or we were taking that. And then they go, oh, damn, it's an overdose. Hit him with the Narcan. It didn't save him. He remained unresponsive. Lewis III kickstarted his football career at Lake Mary Prep. He went to a prep school in Florida. Rightfully so, he would go to a prep school. His dad is a high caliber celebrity, I would say. Hall of Famer, great football player, one of the greatest to have ever done it, by the way. You know, some guys play in the NFL and then you never know because they didn't make headlines. They like barely made it through the NFL. No one knows about them. Not Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis started out having his own storied past. Could have been caught up in a murder case in his earlier part of his career, which I remember clearly. And, you know, he said God saved him from prison and he owed it to God to serve God for the rest of his life. So he turned into somewhat of a preacher after, dedicated his life to God and the church and football, and flourished throughout the rest of the years of his career. That's his dad's story. Lewis III followed in his dad's footsteps, starting out playing football at Lake Mary Prep in Florida, where he starred as a running back, tallying 20 touchdowns and 1,898 yards during his senior season. The NFL Hall of Famer's son started his college career at his father's alma mater. So he went to the same college that his daddy went to in Miami, Florida, before he transferred to Coastal Carolina, and later he went to Virginia Union. He appeared in several games with the Champions Indoor Football League's Wyoming Mustangs during the 2021 to 2022 season. Lewis is an intellectual football player and he prides himself on being a student of the game. The team wrote at the time. That was printed in the Gillette News. He's an all-around ball player and a playmaker. He's always been a leader and a teacher, and he's always around the ball. Welcome to the team, they wrote. The athlete's sudden death rocked his close family and friends, with his brother Rashawn writing on Instagram, "I really can't believe I'm even typing this, but R.I.P. big brother, a true angel. I pray you're at peace now because I know how much you was really hurting." That's very telling. I pray you are at peace now because I know how much you was really hurting. He didn't say I know how much you were really hurting. You was really hurting. Now, I look at small stuff. He also went on to say, I don't, and I won't ever have the words, man, because this pain right here, I love you, I love you, I love you, is what he added. Damn. What could he have been hurting about? So obviously, you know, your family members know more. If you were close with your parents, they would know. If he was close with his daddy, he would know. If he was close with his sibling, which he probably was, then his sibling knows enough to write, I hope you are at peace now because I know how much you was really hurting. I'm starting to think that Ray Lewis gave this child his name. Now, to follow in your father's footsteps is going to be very hard. And you know, society will put him in his father's shadow and hold him to that. So he has to perform at that level like his Hall of Fame father, one of the greatest that ever played the game, did. And the pressure mounts up. Oh, you Ray Lewis' son? Okay, I expect 50 touchdowns from you. I expect you to hit a man so hard on the field that they got to take him out the game. I expect big, broad shoulders. I expect explosiveness. I expect aggressiveness. I expect agility, speed, swift, this, that, the other, domination. And you're not able to live up to any of that because you're just not him. So the pressure starts to mount and everybody starts to talk because you're getting older. You're now 28, pushing up on 30 years old, and you haven't accomplished any of what your daddy has accomplished. You didn't make it to the league, the NFL. You weren't selected in any drafts to any professional teams. It starts to look like yeah, you're not going to be that, right? So it all depends on how you take it. I mean, we can look on the outside and say, hell, if my daddy had all that money, I wouldn't be going into no damn sports unless I wanted to, especially a brutal sport like football where you got to clash and hit with people and run and train all the damn time. He made all that money. I'm going into technology. I'm going into music and entertainment. I'm going into opening a couple of restaurants, food and service. I'm going into anything else but that. But you know, a lot of people try to please their parents and try to walk in those footsteps. And most fathers, they want that mini me. Just like a lot of mothers want that little girl who she can dress like her and do her hair all the time and all that. The same way most men want that mini me. I'm a soldier. My son's going to join the army too. I'm into bikes and racing motorbikes. My son's going to be into racing motorbikes too. And I'm going to teach him what I know. The minute he is 2 years old and old enough to walk across the floor, I'm going to start instilling all this in him so he'll be the best there ever was. And a lot of them try to live vicariously through their children. He'll accomplish all the things I did not. So I will guide him because I've been down the road, so I know the mistakes I made. I'll make sure he never makes those, so he'll go even further than I did. You know, those expectations, they become heavy on young shoulders. So Lewis's third's heartbroken sister, he has a sister called Diamond Lewis. I say Diamond, but her name is spelled Diamon. Diamond Lewis also shared a tribute on social media on Friday, and her tribute says, Brownie, because she calls him Brownie. Brownie, I love you with all my heart, is what she wrote on Instagram. You will always be my first love and truly are the definition of a quintessential brother. To the most genuine and talented person I know, get your rest, baby. And I'm glad you're at peace. Fly high, baby, she added. Get your rest. And I am glad you are at peace. Fly high, she added. Obviously, this young man looking so much like his father, you know, doing the whole football thing himself. I'm not going to sit here and say that that's what caused it, but an accidental overdose. Maybe he was on this stuff trying to self-medicate. Maybe he had other issues that are not being put out in the media. We don't know. We don't know if he has issues that he was diagnosed for, mental issues. We don't know what the case is. All I know is what we're seeing here. And the news has come out that Ray Lewis' son, Ray Lewis III, son of the NFL legend, died from an accidental overdose at 28 years old. Damn. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.